Gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know send me if it could flee. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi hide like a thief in the night. Me I fi get out of sight. Me I fi take away myself. I fi take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Shorty I clean her eyes. I said, yeah. I find you very hard to resist, but this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I feel hide like a thief in the night. May I feel get out of sight. May I feel take away myself. Take away myself. I have to utilize I will. Shorty, I a clean berries. I say, yeah, yeah. Been there, done that, don't need it again, yeah. I'm not a masochist who won't play your game, yeah. To all you move, you off me way to the core. Sayonara, the hot girl gone through the door. Take away ourselves. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Say no goodbye, girl, let me take me ourselves. Yeah, take me ourselves. No goodbye, girl, let me take me
Greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to another Real Stuff podcast. And this is Franco. I'll be linking up with Flavius in a few minutes. So in the meantime, stick and stay, don't go nowhere. If you know you gotta get your tea this morning or your coffee, run and go get it or go refill them. Today we have a special guest, none other than Owen Blakka Ellis. You all remember Blakka and Bello, famous comedian. But Owen will be here with us this morning, and he's going to talk to us about a number of things. And for those of you who are, familiar with March 17th, today is St. Patrick's Day. So happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you. We're going to jump right into it this morning. And this morning we're going to make sure that we satisfy your musical appetite. And this one is from Max Wanette. And it's a special dedication this morning. So happy St. Patrick's Day. And hope you enjoy your day. And, make sure that you get the maximum of everything out of today.
I am grateful to have been loved. And to be loved now, and to be able to love, because that liberates. Love liberates. It doesn't just hold. That's ego. Love liberates.
This poem is called Undefeatable. I will not be stopped. I refuse to be conquered. My soul is too strong, as it was built on the backs of my ancestors. Defeat is not included within the design of my being. There are no obstacles in life. Instead, there are experiences that provoke reactions and lead a pathway to newfound knowledge. I stand firm with a blueprinted coded knowing of self, a divine creation. I will not be stopped. I refuse to be conquered. I live in this life or the next, and I am undefeatable.
It's just showing you some love. Get up, go get what you want. Let no one say you can't. If you try and if you fail, get back up and try again. Get up, go get what you want. Let no one say you can't. If you try and if you fail, get back up and try again. I pick myself up, dust myself off, all fired up and I'm ready to take off. All my haters, it's time for the shake off, cause I still got a couple loose ends to break off. Nobody would have thought of it. I ended up being a part of it, burning real slow like cannabis. Now I'm used to be haters, is a fan of it. Get up, go get what you want. Let no one say you can't. If you try and if you fail, get back up and try again. Get up, go get what you want. Let no one say you can't. If you try and if you fail, get back up and try again. Now my life is so elegant, I still have memories like an elephant. Not it should have been, and it could have been. That's how the talk is irrelevant. Now I do it for I of it. The music is my chicken, I've been celibate. Me have a plan some kind again, because me hear another youth just long. Get up, go get what you want. Let no one say you can't. If you try and if you fail, get back up and try again. Get up, go get what you want. Let no one say you can't. If you try, if you fail, get back up and try again. Just try again. Just try again. Just try again. Just try again. Yes, I Get up, go get what you want. Let no one say you can't. If you try and if you fail, get back up and try again. Get up, go get what you want. Let no one say you can't. If you try, if you fail, get back up and try again. That's all I'm saying.
This is your very own sports, music, and lifestyle podcast with Flavius and Franco. Welcome.
Yes, top of the morning once again to my listeners and viewers. That was Max Sonette, and she'll be joining us next week Friday, Portugal. We have with us Flavius this morning. Top of the morning, Flavius. Top of the morning. Can you hear me, sir? We're not getting Flavius, so we're gonna give you some interlude of music and get back Flavius on the line.
walking on sand and holding your hand. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland, in my own homeland. Enjoying the bright, the warm sunlight. Oh my God, what a beautiful sight in my own homeland.
Yes, every morning at this time we have Did You Know, and Flavius is having some technical problem over there. So we're going to go straight into Did You Know this morning. And Did You Know is about a Jamaican actress, Marge Sinclair. So we're going to take it away right away. So right into Did You Know.
It is definitely best, my own homeland.
Today, as we continue to celebrate high-achieving Caribbean women in all their varied fields, we move to the silver screen, as it was called back in the day. Today, we'll speak about the late Marge Sinclair. Marge Dorita Sinclair, née Walters, April 28, 1938 to December 20, 1995, was a Jamaica-born American actress, best known for her roles in Cornbread, Earl and Me, 1975, Convoy, 1978, Coming to America, 1988, Trapper John MD, 1988 to 1986, and the ABC TV miniseries Roots, 1977. Sinclair also voiced the character of Sarabi, Mufasa's wife and Simba's mother, in the Disney animated feature film The Lion King in 1994. A 5-time Emmy Award nominee, Sinclair won the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series for her role as Empress Josephine in Gabriel's Fire in 1991. Born Marge Dorita Walters in Kingston, Jamaica, to Jamaican parents Herbert and Jemima Walters. Sinclair studied at Shortwood College for Women. After completing her studies, she worked as a teacher in Jamaica until 1966, when she left for New York to pursue her career in acting. Sinclair began acting with the New York Shakespearean Festival and at Joseph Papp's Public Theatre. Following Roots, she starred in the 1978 film Convoy as the widow woman, and she played Leona Hamilton in Cornbread, Earl and Me. Sinclair received an Emmy Award nomination for her role as Belle in the miniseries Roots. Also in 1978, she co-starred in a short-lived sitcom Grandpa Goes to Washington. Sinclair went on to a long-running stint in the 1980s as Nurse Ernestine Oop on the series Trapper John MD opposite Pernell Roberts. She received 3 Emmy nominations for her work on the show, and critic Donald Bogle praised her for maintaining her composure and assurance no matter what the script imposed on her. In 1988, Sinclair played Queen Aholeon alongside James Earl Jones, King Jaffe Joffa in the Eddie Murphy comedy Coming to America, which reunited her on screen with her Roots husband and co-star John Amos. Later, Both Sinclair and Jones would reunite as Queen and King respectively for the roles of Sarabi, Simba's mother, and Mufasa, Simba's father, in the blockbuster Disney animated film The Lion King in 1994. The film became one of the best-selling titles ever on home video. It would also be her last film role. The two also collaborated on the series Gabriel's Fire, which earned Sinclair an Emmy in 1991 for Best Supporting Actress in a Drama Series, famously beating out the expected winner, LA Law's Diana Muldaur. Sinclair played the role of Lally in the 1991 Channel 4 television miniseries The Orchid House, based on Phyllis Shand Alfred's novel of the same name. Directed by Horace Ove, and also received critical praise for her supporting role in the 1992 television movie Jonathan, the Boy Nobody Wanted, with JoBeth Williams. In 1993, Sinclair came to London to appear on stage at the Cochrane Theatre in The Lion by Michael Abenseth and directed by Horace Ove for the Talawa Theatre Company. In 1994, she played a supporting role in the short-lived ABC TV sitcom Me and the Boys, which stars Steve Harvey. Sinclair, in her brief role as the captain of the USS Saratoga in Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, is commonly cited as the first female Starfleet starship captain to appear in Star Trek. Joan Linville has appeared as a Romula commander 18 years earlier. Years later, Sinclair played Geordie LaForge, mother, captain of the USS Era in Star Trek, The Next Generation Interface. Her final acting role was in an episode of the sitcom Dream On, which first aired 1 month before her death. Sinclair was married to Royston Sinclair, a Jamaican police officer, from 1956 until 1969, and had 2 sons with him, Gary and Wayne Sinclair. In 1982, Sinclair married actor Dean Compton, to whom she was still married at the time of her death. Sinclair died on December 20, 1995, after a 13-year battle with leukemia. Her remains were cremated and her ashes were scattered in her hometown in Jamaica. She was awarded the Order of Distinction, rank of Commander, by the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And that is our Did You Know for today.
East or west, I couldn't care less. Ooh, this place, it is definitely best. My own homeland. North or south, feel free to wander about. You can jump, dance, or sing and shout in my own homeland. Give yourself a treat, a few days or a week, and you will see just what I mean. Just take my advice, everyone is nice. You feel like royalty, my friend.
Did you know is brought to you courtesy of Slowly Jamaica, uniquely Caribbean. So in case you didn't know, now you know. Got Flavius here with me, and then we're going to link up with our special guest this morning, Mr. Owen Blakka Ellis. Yes, Flavius, top of the morning. Flavius?
Good morning. Good morning, listeners. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of the Real Stuff Podcast. We are very happy that you are able to join us morning after morning. We thank you very much.
All right. Today...
Something to you, Franco.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Today, our special guest this morning is none other than Mr. Owen Blakka Ellis. And for those of you who don't remember or know who Blakka Ellis is, listen to this.
Me is a gateman, keyman, watchman, security expert. Everybody have to pass through me. Me no partial, cater, or curry favor. Everybody have to show ID. You could be manager, governor, or prime minister. Me solid more than rock. If you don't respect me and brandish your ID, the main gate go and just stay locked. Me is a gateman, keyman, watchman, security expert. Me have power. Me carry weight. You know how much big neck Adam guy if you have discipline when me and hold the front gate.
Help me welcome Owen Blakka Ellis this morning.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, how you doing? How is everything?
Everything is good. I'm giving thanks. I am constantly claiming gratefulness. I am a tank full of thankfulness.
True. You have to, my brother. You have to. So we're going to dive right into it because we lost some time, So we're going to jump right into it. For those who don't know or remember who Blakka is, with Blakka and Bello, just give them a synopsis of who you is for me, please.
All right. Who am I? I'm a Jamaican, Trenchtown-born theater artist. I have had a history of performance in the area of stand-up comedy and the poetry and theater art. I'm a writer. I'm an educator. I grew up in Trenchtown. I'm very proud of my Trenchtown heritage. In a family of artists and musicians. My mother was a dancer. My father was a singer. My father sang backup with his younger brother, who many people know as the legendary Untitled Ellis.
Okay.
So I have had my entire early orientation in the world of performing arts, and I am currently lecturing full time at the Edna Manley College. Not theater this time, but teaching arts management. So that's a kind of a rough lay of the land in terms of who I am and what I do and what I'm currently doing.
Okay. So as an educator, what it is like now, in COVID time?
Yeah, oh my God, it's traumatic, it's been a challenge. It's been a challenge. I, as an entertainer, as an educator, as a human being, I thrive on personal contact and person-to-person engagement and interaction. And this new paradigm of being forced to teach, to spend hours before a computer screen and in front of a smartphone, can be depressing, bro. It can be very depressing, It's really challenging a sense of understanding your humanity. But as they say, the big overused word of pivoting, you have to pivot and try and find new ways to work with it, and also find the positives in it. And one positive in it certainly is that you realize how you can actually do small things in a bigger way. You can do local things with a global audience. Everything is now being streamed online and so on. So it's a seek in it the positive. Like I tell people, I'm now celebrating the fact that because I'm teaching mainly via Zoom, when I have to wear up my pants and my shoes, I put on a nice shirt and sit before the camera.
Make sure you have on a pants.
No man, me never man a pants. The camera take me from shoulder up. I'm able to just don't stand up.
Okay,
while the camera is on. Yeah, you know. But you know, so I'm always trying to find the positives in a negative situation, and I've been doing that. But to answer the question briefly, it's been difficult. It's been difficult, but we have a history as African Jamaicans of riding the hurdles, of overcoming obstacles, and of finding the fun in the difficult situation. I tell people in all the world, Jamaicans take out the FUN at a funeral and put the FUN back bigger. So we find fun in the funerals. We find pain in the midst of, we find laughter in the midst of pain. And we find something to sing about, even when life is rough. You know, so so if we take the difficult things and make something positive of it. I remember years ago, Never Would Have Been was interviewing Bob Marley. And Bob Marley, a very, simple question. All you do is start out singing. And Bob's response was, well, I start out crying. So that for me is a brilliant way. So in the crying, you don't start singing because crying and singing is pretty similar in that emotionally let go some sound. So in the same way, laughter is very close to crying too. So I have to find ways to eke out some laughter in this difficult situation. And I'm doing that.
Well, it's a good thing, boy. I use a multitask person. You're multi-talented because in the industry of entertainment has been hurt. And I mean, badly. And so as an educator, you have to be out there. You have to be online teaching. And I know the interaction with students, a lot of teachers love it. Even though they might say, boy, they're underpaid or whatever, but them still love the contact with students, And you're not even doing none of that, really. You have to have contact with family.
Yeah, and the good thing, the good thing is that at least the teaching is still happening, even without the face-to-face. So there's that stability of knowing that come month end, there's some salary coming in.
Yes.
My brethren who do entertainment alone, I'm struggling because it's over a year, no work now gone. And I used to boast to people and tell them that I want to juggle my teaching job and my entertainment job. And then very often, I to the school one can't find me because really and truly, I can do one gig and salary.
Yeah, true.
But no, them gig then not happen. So I put out give this salary a bigger respect and value.
True,
because no gig not happen. It's over a year now. I haven't seen my wife for over a year now. Exactly full year because my wife live in Toronto. So I usually just juggle time. She come, I go, I come, she go. I constantly move to and I did a gig in New York last year, February, the last weekend in February.
Yeah.
And my wife and I drove from Toronto over to New York, went to the party, had fun. We came drive back across the border to Toronto the end of February. And I was supposed to leave a couple of days' time, like 3 days' time. But because we drove across, what was in the car? Because we drove across the border. So to go to work with my passport in another car. So I missed my flight. I say that an extra week. I actually left Toronto the 5th of March and I came to Jamaica. And the following week, March 11th, everything locked down. Since then, I have not gone back and she had not come. So I have not seen my wife for a whole year. First time ever in the army I'm traveling and things. It's the first time an entire year passed. I'm going to see my wife. I mean, thank God for WhatsApp video call. WhatsApp video call, we can just talk every night and things, but it's still not the same as the human contact.
Man.
But I'm giving thanks because at least I have the stability of my salary at the teach. I cannot,
Yeah, I know that.
Because my version, I can have time because I work, no work not happen. Then a day I book up on Frankie Campbell from Fab Five. Mr. Frankie was going. Mr. Frankie good. No, I'm not good. I'm not good. I'm not good.
And that's the thing. That's the thing where I ask a lot of entertainers who I've spoken with and some who came on the show. we know that some countries, because Germany was one of those countries who had put a proposal forward to their government to give artists, whatever profession them in, but give the entertainment industry some compensation or the stimulus, whatever they call it. Has Jamaica done that to the entertainment community?
Nah.
See?
Nah. No, there's no stimulus package for entertainers, and that's not been done. And there have been some stimulus check given to some people, as small as 10 grand to households, but 10 grand Jamaica, I go.
Call it 100 US.
$10.
Let's work it off at 100 US. That's what I always
a little bit less than. That can't feed a family for more than maybe 2 or 3 weeks. So, but there's no stimulus check coming in. There's no. If you can go, so there's no bailout really for the creative industry in Jamaica. So we're taking to that. Luckily, some people have been able to move to the online medium and put out some shows virtually. But it's not the same, brethren. It's not the same. When a musician can sing and play music and enjoy it, a comedian need to hear laughter come back at you. And if you not hear that, I mean, I've done a few gigs where people are going to come to like a birthday party via Zoom and so on, and I don't want a few of them there. Yeah. But it's not the same thing, you know, hear the laughter.
I guess something have to put in place after COVID with the industry.
Yeah.
Artists have to come together and realize we have to put a fun pool into place when things like this happen. We can get stuff out of it. You understand me?
Yeah.
Call it an insurance, but maybe not with an insurance company because them two might go belly up. But I mean, somewhere invest it into something that, boom, when pandemic or whatever drought, disaster, hurricane, earthquake happen, we have a pool that can help us, things like that.
Yeah, man.
As you mentioned, the IT and fancy cat. It's funny, let me ask you question on how you get IT and fancy cat. I know that you are one of the creative. You play some role with IT and fancy cat. What's your
when the courage I used to manage them, and I was a consultant with them. I was also one of their writers.
Okay.
So the IG and Fancy Cat show and so on. But they're more independent of me now. But because I did my brother and I did my younger brother.
Yeah. I know that.
So I still have contact with them.
Okay.
And but they're doing a lot more solo work now. While they still work together, but they still so at the moment Fancy Cat is in the US.
Okay.
For a good while now. I'm doing some gigs anymore. I had to do some gigs anymore out there and so on. Because they had a new TV show, Bigger Boss, that they did one season and then COVID come and everything kind of put on a break. So hopefully they will get back to normal and can restart the program and thing. But
I hope it works out.
But I can't think of the whole interview by themselves with themselves. So but if you want, I can pass on the links and things.
Yeah, man. That would be nice. That would be nice. As a motivational speaker, and I know you do workshops and too. I'm gonna touch on the youths, Jamaica youths. I have to say Jamaica youths, because our future that. And when you go in front, I don't know if you have workshops like these, because I used to go some workshops back in my days. Whoa, a long time that, the 70s, early 80s. I used to do some workshop at some high schools, sometime Immaculate and things like that, and people would come in and talk to us, try to encourage us, because they know some of us used to come from, I would say, inner city or ghetto and things like that.
Yeah.
You grew up in it and you understand the system. When you stand up in front of these youths and you show them, here I am a product of Trench Town, and see where I'm standing now. You too can reach it. How you relate to them, and how the feedback where you get now from these youths, the youths them nowadays.
Yeah, but it's always fulfilling for me that interaction with them provide inspiration for them as youth, and give them a sense that, hey, if I can do it, if I have done it, you can do it too. You know, because for the most part, what them need to get enough of that, and they get people, show them that, hey, it can be done. You can stay wherever you are and go wherever you want to be if you really find the right kind of influences in your life, you know, and use them where they are. You know, it's for me, it's very fulfilling, and for the youth, it's hopefully inspiring and instructive. But I always try and point them in a particular way. I always try and get them to push. There are certain things I want to push a certain agenda with them. I'm saying, hey, we need to all master the art of consuming critically. Yeah. Consume critically. And I mean with everything. Basically, in terms of just the food we eat, look on the label, youth, something when they eat, the things that the people the cheese tricks. You read ingredients, it not be no cheese, a pair tricks. You know? So consume critically, read labels with the food also critically. And big up the DJ. What are these words saying? Because words have power, you know. Words have real power. And I think we call ourselves, so I always salute them. Everything starts with a word. If you believe in a God, God called the world into being by words. He said, "Let there be," and light come. So therefore, if you call a friend, "You're my dog," and we one dog, then hello, you're gonna become a dog. Your man grows, your man start pump purpose, but you start to behave in a doggish way. You know, so watch your words. Be the word, be impeccable with the use of words. You know. Speak it, speak life, speak positive things. Stop talking about boy, not now go on. You know, stop, you know, speak progressively, speak prophetically in your own life. So I always tell them, consume critically, speak positively, speak power, and ask yourself constantly 3 questions. What am I good at? What do I do well? What can I do that will be good for the world? And make them 3 questions that guide you into your choose career, or you choose work, or you form relationships, or you do whatever you're doing in the world. What am I good at? What do I do well? What do I do well or good at? But also, what do I love? Because I'm going to tell them, you see, both love football, you know, but he's good at tracks. If he's good at shoot, good at play football, but he's not a great football player. But he's a marvelous athlete.
True.
But because he's good at that, he make that game the privilege that he can now go in anywhere man you are playing, he can watch them anywhere in the world. Because he's a Man U fan. Yeah. He loves football, but he's good at track. So sometimes you have to separate and know that what he loves is not what he's good at. I love singing, but I know if I sing Rain Start Fall. But I can write songs for singers. You know? So I learned pretty early that you have to divide. I know people love youth, mix up love and good at. And I might do something when I'm love, but they're not good at it. And they won't face the fact that I'm not good at it. I'm saying separate those things. What you love may not be what you're good at. And sometimes we're good at it, not we love. I went to high school with Courtney Walsh. He love basketball, he can him tall.
But him good at cricket.
Him good at cricket, and that gave him a name in the world. So you have to sometimes park what you love. May that be a hobby. And then make what you're good at become the career. They can then give it money for then indulge what you love. So I tell you them, separate passion from purpose. Separate what you love and what you're good at. Give whatever you're good at, give that time. Nurture that. Master that. Let that earn you the money, and then indulge what you love. And then ask yourself now, both what you love and what you're good at, is it good for the community, for the world? Can it make a difference? Can you use it to help another youth, to advance your community? So I only ask you those 3 questions. What are you good at? What do you love? And what's good for the world? Can those 3 interconnect? Then we can make magic happen. We can then transform the world one day at a time.
I love that. I love it very much. You know, one of the things I've been asking friends back home, and sometimes when I visit, I try to see if I can find it. Community centers. Growing up as a youth, we used to have a lot of community centers, and used to have people from different areas or different industries to come at community centers, and they would teach us things and things like that. Do that really exist anymore in Jamaica?
not the same structured way at all, and that's something that we people have been saying we need to go back to social development commission, youth clubs, community centers. You know, the youth I was living in New Haven in my last year at high school, and we're living next year to doing a block, and they're doing the block and a very active Connor League football team where teams spend money on fundraise to buy gears and to put them team with them, what like an industry. That not happen again. The girls play netball, the boys play football, the club have walkathon, money are earned and things are happening.
Yeah.
That not happen again. Because it's probably also how technology has taken over. So instead of youth get together, 8 or 10 of them have a discussion about something, they might get on but everybody it is own individual device, whether a laptop or a smartphone or a tablet. It's in face locked to that. And so we have lost the beauty of human interaction. That because of COVID, even before COVID, you go to a party for young children and everybody in a corner with them face in them phone. So the social interaction has been dying for a long time. That make it worse now.
Yes.
So youth club, community advocacy, and community activism is need to be rejuvenated for to really get our communities back as a community, as a unit. You know, and then we have a kind of divide with the gender too, because the youth them just line up on the corner 8, 10, 9 man, and then wait till them yarn and start to roll us and have a plastic cup with rum and boom or rum and Red Bull or something. And then them a drink energy drinks mixed with alcohol with always I give by the signal.
Yes.
The rum said shit and the boomer jump, run. Everybody say yes, no, yes, no. So in a it's a contradiction, and they make a lie become a contradiction. So I love to tell you them, say, yo man, look at that. The dynamics, rejig, after the youth them kind of then gal on pure G. I'm saying, yo, find some more G, grace and goodness and gratitude and and God, guidance and things. The man G, that G man, G, some G, Garrison. So that's my that is all. No, you them sometimes to say, change the dynamic, change the narrative, flip the script so we can make a better life for all of us.
True. Funny when you say it, all them what everybody want, the G and the G and the that,
Yeah.
But them now use the right G. And
no.
when I remember, because I grew up in a West Kingston too, and community, we'd have this what you call it, youth club named Dynamic Saints. Come from under the St. Anne's community, so them used to call we father boys. Whether you join the band, the drum corps, or the altar server,
right.
It was just father boy.
That's very powerful.
Yeah.
Drum corps, yeah, man.
Yeah. So these were some of the things, where we used to get. We used to create our own funding by putting on Saturdays. We call it cook pot. We call it cook pot, where we would cook and the community would come and buy from us. Then we have a open lot. Them time the open land exists all about, and as long as no one not own it, we could have clean it up when Labor Day come, clean it up Labor Day, and we plant up some callaloo, and we have a callaloo bed. And we started like that, earn funding. And when the priest realized that we were really doing something, him say, oh, there's a piece of lot on the other side that the church is not using now, so you guys can use it. And we turn it into a goat farm. And it was things like that SDC saw us doing. And they were able to come in and get even sponsors outside from the public sector, private sector, to sponsor us and have us, getting stuff going. And every time I think about, those kids suck on to them iPhone or them cellular phone, whatever phone, and them tablets and them computer. I said to myself, it still can be benefiting for them in a community development program, because you could have these things there too that them could come and read off a tablet, or you teach somebody would be teaching them, so it wouldn't be far, but then get them to be more as a community. And I hope that after COVID, people will start thinking about community development,
Yes.
Yeah, not individual development, community development, because if we don't bring back that, then I think we're going to suffer as a people, not as a nation, because worldwide, this is not just Jamaica, this is a worldwide thing. The youths, them are pay more attention to what's on them phone,
Yeah. Yeah, man. Them head locking on them phone.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, as educator...
Blakka.
Go on, Flavius.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I
I'm
want
here.
to take it back. I want to take it back a little bit. What was it like growing up in a family like yours, where, a very musical and entertaining family, having a legend in the family and all that? How was that? How was that? Growing up with that?
It was fun, It was fun, and it was really there was really no pressure, really. You weren't told that you're expected to be in the performing arts, but you were allowed the freedom to practice what you can do and do what you can. So, like, I have so many cousins who are brilliant singers. I mean, we all laugh and say, boy, every time the family get together, we need to have some instruments and not have people that sing, because that can go on forever. Because everybody is into the art in some way. Who not sing, dance, who not dance, right? Everybody play instrument and so on. So, but it was just fun, and it wasn't the thing. I kind of wish my father's generation would have done was to see it more as a business. They would have do it for the fun of it. It was fun. So you sing, you enjoy it, and then move on. My generation now, I say, yo, money have to make and food have to eat. My father sang back up with Alton, and my father wrote songs that he never got sent off. I mean, there's a song that my father wrote that was done by a group called the Black Brothers, a song called Brown Eyes. Brown eyes, you're disturbing my slumber. Brown eyes, only you I can see. My father wrote that song. When not write the song, and give to Alton say, boy, him kind of that shift at the time. Alton, but I did more, singing more, less love songs at the time. My father give to them, and I'm singing that, and that was it. And he would just play on radio, and celebrate that. And so that generation was just doing it for the love of it, really. Is no, we are saying, yo, we need to ensure that this thing can feed our families and can leave a legacy for upcoming generations. So the thing that I regret is that our family never saw it enough as business, but more like a great hobby. And we get together. I have a cousin right now living in England, Georgia, one of Alton's daughter. If you hear she sing Anita Baker song, they think Anita Baker. And she does not care about being a singer. She just sing for the fun of her family. An earning facility. It's just we can sing. And we say, yeah, good singing and move on. So it's me now, people like me and IP say, yo, let's make it a business. Let's form a company. Let's register. Let's copyright. Before us, they must have fun. It's a pure fun. Yeah, you there?
Yes, man. I hear, I listen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
It sounds like we're gone, no?
Yeah, man.
Still there.
Yeah. Come here, quietness. So we have to. So the challenge now is to use our talent to establish generational wealth. Because before us, that generation did not do that. For something, I tell people all the while, the first woman in Jamaica to put her voice on a record was my late aunt Hortense Ellis.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
First woman to record a song, and she never die and leave no wealth from her legacy as a pioneering singer.
Yeah.
Because that generation was just more into just doing it for the fun of it. I'm saying to myself and to my generation now that we have
They
to
were so
change
good.
that. We have to, and they were so good, but they must just to sing a song and hear the audience applause was enough for them, and they move on. I'm like, we're not living in the moment. Man, I want to look at beyond this moment. How can this moment serve me in my coming years when I retire? So, and that's part of the downside of living in a family where everybody can sing and dance and talent. Them feel that's something that we all do because we name Ellis. Because they don't feel that this is a business. This can earn your money. Them like, sure, we can't sing, so what? I'm telling you, if I begin to list my cousins who are singers, and few of them really are trying to make a career, they might like, I mean, me can't sing, but so what? I'm like, but you can sing, so you should be rich. Okay.
True.
By the way,
Let me ask you something, Blakka.
Them don't violate. Yeah, man, go ahead.
Ellis from Trenchtown related?
Most of the ones that I know,
Okay.
my grandparents lived in Trenchtown.
Mm-hmm.
I love to tell people that, people who came to Trenchtown, but we can say we came from Trenchtown.
Yeah. You have a born in the area, you come from the area. Mm-hmm.
The most known Trenchtown resident is of course the great Bob Marley. The great Bob Marley came from 9 Mile St. Anne.
Bob Marley came to Trenchtown.
Yeah, but my grandparents lived there. So Alton and Arten and my father and all their siblings were born in Trenchtown.
Yeah.
And so there are a number of people in Trenchtown who name Ellis. And here's the other thing now. There has been an Ellis from my family, from my generation in Trenchtown, from as early as the 1930s until now.
Wow.
Until now. I have cousins living in Trenchtown, still 4th Street, 5th Street, 1st Street, still. So we have had a presence in Trenchtown across decades, from 1930s until there's always been with one of us living there.
In the 70s, I went to school with some Ellis, So that's why I asked. St. Annie's, primary and secondary.
Very likely they are my relatives, man. Got enough of we know.
Yeah.
Alton had
was
23 kids,
Noel and Eric.
Ellis. Man. Noel is Alton's eldest son,
Yeah. Okay.
Noel is Noel, most people know him now by him still. Not Rosa Rose.
No, not that Noel. Not that Noel.
Rosa Rose.
A different one, yeah.
And that's the thing, too, none of them have similar names, the first and second name, Because you have a Noel Ellis, where in our family, everybody is Chief Noel Ellis and a Joel Ellis. So, and the thing is, Alton had 23 children. 23.
Yes, I know him have a lot.
Another uncle Irvin had 18.
Wow.
My father had 9. Hortense had 10. 9 girls and 1 boy.
A big family, man.
Another Auntie Beryl had 8. So enough of it. Enough of it. We constantly discover new.
That's a community. You just name out right to say.
Yeah.
It's not a football team or a netball team. That's a community.
In a tribe.
Yeah, a tribe. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So you are also at the Edna Manley's College of Visual and Performing Arts, right? I know a lot of talents come out of that institution. One I've seen a group, I think it was in 2016. I'm gonna say 2016, named Nomads.
Yeah, the Nomads, yeah.
The Nomads, yeah, one talented group. So I know that it's similar like somebody tell me say it's like the University of the West Indies because they have students too from other country there as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So in an institution like that, what is it like when you see so many talents around you? Young talents and things like that.
It's very empowering that we are and I tell people that as lecturers and as elders, we can feed off the energy of these young people. We can be inspired and encouraged by what they're doing and how they see us. And we're also kind of like kept on our toes
Yeah.
To stay relevant, to understand the new ways how creativity manifests itself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, and Bello and I began doing comedy 1985,
Yeah.
live comedy in front of a live audience. You have a new um, I will cadre of performers who simply sit down at home with them phone,
Mm-hmm.
record themselves, edit it together, and create them their content who have never seen a live audience,
Mm-hmm.
but still have audiences numbering in the thousands. So we have to then say, hey, we have to then also look at how we can pivot and do what they're doing and master that too. Because if we don't stay relevant, we're gonna fall along the wayside.
Yeah.
You know. So being in a space where there are young creatives, we
Mm-hmm.
are forced to learn. I tell people the greatest way to learn is to teach. So we're always learning new ways of doing our old things based on the fact that the young to them are saying, no sir, try it, sir. Sir, you never sir, go on IG, sir,
Yeah.
and go live now, sir. And I respect that and I welcome that because it's keeping me relevant, keeping me learning,
Mm-hmm.
keeping me on my toes. So I can sharp my creativity by being exposed to what they're doing in their newfangled way of doing things, you know?
True, true. Will we ever be seeing the likes of the Bello and Blakka again? Like on
But I will
stage
keep on talking about it.
for where
Bello and I talk about it.
not a cameo, but maybe a tour of Jamaica, a tour of the US, a tour of Canada, England. You know, will we ever be seeing that?
Why?
I
We
know, I
keep
know, I
talking
know, I
about
know,
it.
I know in different things right now, you know, actively.
Yeah.
But as performers.
It's something that we're not against the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Both of us not against the idea, but we're so busy with our own personal, individual missions
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that it's a make the time to do it. Just last weekend, I called Bello. So Bello have a song. 'Cause Bello and I it's a great team.
Mm-hmm.
I have some words. I'm gonna just recite the words to Bello. I'm grabbing guitar and a melody is made. I'll
Okay.
come up with a song, you know. And I was just laughing at them. I'm Bello, so Bello. I mean, we're about to reach in a man. Can we just have this thing?
Mm-hmm.
But he's busy. Bello is a full-time preacher
Mm-hmm.
and does ministry and working with the homeless and so on, doing some well work quietly.
Yeah, yes, I know that.
Quietly, taking a camera and things. So we're so busy. I mean, I go live every Tuesday morning on Facebook
Yeah.
with doing a devotion. And each time I'm going live, my phone telling me to better is also going live. So I can't even watch his live. So I go live this time.
On the same
know?
time span, yeah.
Yeah. But if it's one thing I can tell you,
Mhm.
Bello and I met 1976.
Yeah.
And we've been good friends since. And the respect that we have for each other mutually is just,
Man,
it's
we're
just
not friends, we're not brethren.
we're brethren.
Yeah,
Trust me.
friend
So we
gone
always
through the
say,
door
we need to
already.
make some time. So we need to just find the time, but we always say, if somebody come up, if somebody say, yo, we want to have a tour, we say plan it.
Yeah.
Because Bello and I don't need to rehearse, you know. We can stand up beside each other
Mhm.
and just create content on the spot. So we're ready, man. It's a matter of making it possible. So when COVID done,
Yeah.
so I just think about doing some Bello and Blakka return just to tell
Yeah,
people,
man,
say,
we
yo,
have to
we
see.
still have it.
It have to work. It
Yeah.
have to work because, as you're saying, we get positive out of this pandemic, you know, and some people get to sit down when them never sit down for a long time and think,
Yeah.
and then realize, oh, whoa, I was, shortening my life because I was, so busy moving every day, and now I can
Yeah.
think what I want to do for the next 5-10 years in case something like this should happen again. I will be prepared.
Yeah.
So the likes of Bello and Blakka, yeah, man, it should be the year after, post COVID, so people can, see, especially youngsters, them coming up into the entertainment industry, and want to do the same thing like you gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna say three things here, 3 words I'm gonna throw at you, and you just tell me quickly what comes to your mind when I fling them out at you, right? Community.
Yeah. Community, all of us coming together. It's important that community is a part of anything we do, think and say, because no man is really an island, and we can't survive by ourselves, and there's no I in team. So community is all of us together again, for all of us, each of us, for all of us, and all of us for each of us.
Jamaica.
Jamaica, the best case study in contradiction anywhere in the world. Good, good, and bad, bad, and good, bad, and bad, good.
Youths. Youths.
Youth, power, wealth, greatness, gratitude is just there. It's just for it to be capped, honed, and given its space to claim space and take up place and take up space. Youth is our biggest and most valuable asset. We have to give it the place and the space to take its own journey.
All right then. With before we have one question for you before.
As we
All right, go a Flavius, because since we are feeling so much as pan him, you go.
What? Yeah, I was
Sorry,
saying,
Flavius,
as we look towards post-COVID and we are all post-COVID and all of us hope that it will be pretty soon. What could you leave with the youth? What can you say to them, looking towards post-COVID?
Is to realize the value of community, realize the value of human interaction. The thing we lost the most through COVID was something that we had all taken for granted. Human contact, human connection, touching, hugging, being with each other. Now when COVID come back, we don't have to value those things because we learn now. It's an old thing, that when we take things for granted, the things we are granted get taken. And we are learning that now. So we want to revalue all that we are taking for granted and give them more respect and honor and reverence because we don't want to lose them again.
So true, my brother, so true.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. Yeah.
With that, we thank you for taking.
We can hold on on that, man.
We thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule this morning, because we know say you have to go do some work now. And,
but pleasure, man. Pleasure.
For being here, and we look forward to have you anytime you're ready. We look forward for you come forward here.
I just want to end with one last thing tonight. I'll be there about linger in love, live in love and linger in laughter. And Miss Lou said, and I quote, every hoe have them stick a bush, every long road have a bend, every hot sun have shady tree, and the longest prayers have amen. Amen.
Right. Blessings, my brother. One love here.
Love and respect.
And stay safe.
Man, every time.
All right.
All right, will do. Blessings.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, so listeners, so you just heard it from the man himself there, Owen Blakka Ellis and Flavius. I have never seen Blakka and Bello in action yet, and trust me, that I would love to go see them live. I only see video clips of them, just like IT and Fancy Cat. I only see video clips of them. I was lucky to see Bim and Bam. I was lucky to see Bim and Bam back then, but these two back then I saw Bim and Bam.
I actually booked IT and Fancy Cat. In fact, it's Blakka who actually booked them for me when Portmore, we had Portmore Expo, the first expo. Mm-hmm. So I actually saw them live.
Okay.
And of course, they're just sensational. In fact, I called to book him and Bello, but them couldn't make it, so him put us on to IT and Fancy Cat.
Okay.
This is when they were just starting out,
Mm-hmm.
No name yet, but didn't make any difference, boy. They were fantastic.
Okay.
They were fantastic.
We know we're going to bring him forward, but before we leave, I'm going to play this song one more time, special request, popular demand, and then Flavius and I will come back and wrap it up.
There are no obstacles in life. Instead, there are experiences that provoke reactions and lead a pathway to newfound knowledge. I stand firm with a blueprinted coded knowing of self, a divine creation. Will not be stopped. I refuse to be conquered. live in this life or the next, and I am undefeatable.
It's I, just showing you some love. Get up, go get what you want. Let no one say you can't. If you try and if you fail, get back up and try again. Get up, go get what you want. Let no one say you can't. If you try and if you fail, get back up and try again. I pick myself up, dust myself off, all fired up and I'm ready to take off. All my haters, it's time for the shake off, cause I still got a couple loose ends to break off. Nobody would have thought of it. I ended up being a part of it.
Yes, Max Juanette. Flavius, are you there with me, sir?
Yes, I'm right here.
All right, let's wrap up and get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Let no one say you can't. If you try and if you fail, get back up and try again. Now my life is so elegant. I still have memories like an elephant. Now there should have been and there could have been. That's how the talk is irrelevant. Now I do it for I of it. The music is my chicken, I bitch celibate. Me have a plan some kind again, become here another you just born. Get up, go get what you want. Let no one say you can't. If you try and if you fail, get back up and try again. Get up, go get what you want.
All right, all right. So Flavius, what do you have to say before we get out of here?
Well, I am very happy about our guest this morning. I think it was, I enjoyed it tremendously, and I hope our listeners and viewers enjoyed it also. But please, viewers and listeners, we know you're out there, you know you're listening. Give us some feedback. Give us some feedback. You can come in the chat room. We ask you to like and subscribe. View, like, and subscribe. So the subscription helps us. It's just how the YouTube system works that we can do. So that you subscribe and you like, that helps the channel. That's how YouTube works. So, and then you have the facility to come in the chat room and you can message us and all that stuff from in the chat room. And we really appreciate your feedback. We're trying to gear the program for your best experience. We want it to be a wonderful, great experience from the Real Stuff podcast. And as you see, we have tried to get, excellent guests and different departments where we have good experience, you can find something that you like. So we hope we are doing that. But we ask that you help us by giving us feedback, guide us, to make it better. Because what we're looking for, the real out there must be. Yes, Franco.
All right. Tomorrow, our guest will be our famous chef, Chef Sinclair from Tapioca Village and Retreat. Yeah. And then we have Dan from London. He'll be coming here to talk to us about football and what's happening also in England. And on Friday, we have Antonia Valère. She'll be doing the poetry corner on Friday. And as our guest said this morning, as our guest said this morning, what am I good at? Ask yourself that. What am I good at? What do I do well? And what is good for the world? So these three things, you ask yourself, what am I good at? What do I do well? And do it. And then, make sure whatever you're doing, it can help the world. And so.
But some people get.
Some people get what?
Some people get very lucky, Franco. Because very lucky in that what they love is what they are good at. That's the ultimate situation. Because what he's saying is that you might love something, but you're not good at it. You have to find something that you are good at so you can survive. But when they cross paths, then you are, you have really hit it on the head. But a lot of people, well, not a lot, but some people fall in that category, that they are very good at what they love. And that is very nice, I can tell you.
Okay. So live love every moment of your life. Be grateful for each new day. Cherish your family and your friends. Bless others. Keep the faith and never lose hope. And remember, prayer changes things regardless of what religion you belong to. You must pray. Continue to pray. And in the Garifuna language, the words of our Father from Queen Lubafu and Tafina to take us out.
You lead us fula. You belong away away. Ajuguala lebo buseru. Lida mua, lida fula. Lida mua, lida fula.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know what set me if it could flee. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi hide like a thief in the night. Me I fi get out outside. Me I fi take away myself. I fi take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Shorty I cleaver.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
I find you very hard to resist, but this relationship I'm gonna desist.